Hello everyone. In today's class we are going to study the simple terminologies which will make it use while preparing the income statement, that is a trading account as well as profit and loss account. Okay, so last class we have discussed the different terminologies like buying expenses, then we move towards manufacturing expenses. In today's class we are going to discuss something about the sales. Okay, so when I say the sales means a total sales. Try to keep it in mind here. When we are preparing the trading account, sales means total sales, that is a cash plus credit sales. Okay, if there are any sales written, this should be deducted from the sales. Okay, that we'll study later. So first try to understand, sales means a total sales. Total sales is nothing but whatever we have sold the goods by taking immediate cash, so that is a cash sales, and even whatever the sales we have made by postponing the cash payment. Okay, they have not paid us cash, but we have delivered the goods to them. So whatever the cash sale will be there, and even the credit sale. So by combining all cash sales plus credit sale, we can see a total sales here in a trading account. Okay, so as I told you, in credit sale, what happens? The goods will be sold. Okay, immediately goods will be delivered to the XYZ customer, but he will not pay immediate cash. Okay, here the postponement of cash will be done. So for that we can see the credit sale. So whatever the cash sales will be there and even the credit sale, we need to add both, and total will be called as total sales. Okay, so it might be if there is any kind of sales returns, okay, this sale should be deducted from the sales. For example, if we have sold a 20,000 quantity of fans to the XYZ customers. Okay, so after getting a delivery to the customer, 20,000 fans, he has returned to us 100 fans have returned. Okay, so 100 fans, because due to the defective improper conditions, okay, might be technical problem, so that all 100 fans he has returned to us. So whatever the returns we got out of from the sales, so that we are going to minus from the total sales. So sales returns always deducted from the total sales. Okay, so hope you got the meaning of sales and the sales return. So what is the treatment for the sales return? The treatment for the sales return is that has to be deducted from the total sales, or I can say the sales. Hope you clear? So let's try to understand what is closing stock. Okay, as we have discussed in the last class, opening stock, it is the value of stock laying unsold in the godown or a shop on the last date of accounting period. What is the closing stock? Closing stock is stock. It is a value of stock laying unsold in the godown or a shop on the last date of accounting period. For example, the accounting period is April to the March. Okay, so if we have manufactured 1000 units in 2000 in whole year, that is from April to the March, and in the month of March end, or I can say the end of the March, we have left with only a 200 units of whatever goods we have manufactured. So whatever the 200 will be the units, that will be our closing stock. Okay, hope you guys clear with the closing stock with an example. So out of 100 we have left it only a 200, and 800 we have sold. So 200 will be my closing stock, and it is the value of stock laying unsold, because we have not sold that. Okay, that is unsold. So 800 we have sold, and 200 are in the position of unselling or unsold in the godown or shop on the last date of accounting period, that is called closing stock. Okay, so this is a simple problem they have given us. Prepare a trading account, even you can try. Okay, so in upcoming classes I will solve in front of you and I will tell you, but in this today's class just I'm going to explain you. Okay, how we can prepare a trading accounts. Okay, so in trading account they have given us opening stock of rupees 1 lakh, then purchases of 6,72,000, then carriage inward 30,000, wages 50,000, sales, how much this is? 11 lakh. Okay, then return inwards 1 lakh, return outwards 72,000. So try to, and closing stock is 2 lakh. Okay, so they have given us opening stock, purchases, carriage inwards, wages, sales, return inwards, return outwards. Okay, so try to understand what we are going to do in the trading accounts. So how we are going to prepare? Okay, let me know the format of trading accounts. Okay, so on the debit side, which all entries we are going to do. So in the particular column, let's first record on the debit side. Here just I am explaining you, try to understand which all entries we can pass in the debit side. First we are going to take opening stock. Okay, as a 2 opening stock we'll record as a 1 lakh. Then we are going to record 2 purchases, that is 6,72,000. So out of purchase we are going to deduct the returns. So return outwards is our, what I can say, the purchase return. Okay, so out of 6,72,000, 72,000 is my purchase return, that is return outward. So I'm going to deduct from 6,72,000. So I will get a 6 lakh and I will write in the outer column. Okay, so then what I'm going to do after recording opening stock as well as purchases, I'm going to record carriage inward. So carriage inward amount is here how much, 30,000. So I will record as a 2 carriage inward. Okay, then we are going to record a wages, that is 50,000. So 2 wages will record. Then sales. Okay, so opening stock, purchases, carriage inwards, wages. Okay, we are going to record on the debit side. Then let's come towards the sales, that is 11 lakh. So 11 lakh is there now. So that sales amount we are going to record on the credit side. So as a buy sales, we'll mention as a buy sales. Okay, so we'll check it out whether any returns are there or no. Yes, there is a return inwards of rupees 1 lakh. So return inwards is nothing but what, sales return. Okay, so out of 11 lakh I am going to minus 1 lakh, we will get a 10 lakh. Okay, so that 10 lakh will be sales amount. So I am going to write on the outer column, out of total sales I'm going to deduct my sales return, that is 1 lakh. So sales amount will be the 10 lakh. I am going to record in the outer column. After recording the sales and after deducting the return inwards or the sales return, I am going to record a closing stock, that is buy closing stock. Okay, so my closing stock is 2 lakh. Okay, so whatever the 10 lakh and plus 2 lakh, 12 lakh will be there. We'll check it out in which side the amount is more, whether in the debit side or on the credit side. If for example if the amount in the credit side is more, so both the amount will keep so that more amount will be kept on the both the side, that might be the debit side and the credit side. So from all that we are going to minus the remaining whatever the figures will be displayed in the debit side, and whatever the shortfall will be there, that will be mentioned as a gross profit. Hope you guys clear with the trading account problem. Okay, these simple problems in upcoming classes I'll solve you practically in front of you and I will tell you, but today's class just I have explained you theoretically. So hope you guys clear with the how we need to prepare the trading account. So in these problems on debit side, let's try to understand only which all entries we are going to do on the debit side. First I'm going to record opening stock. Okay, then I'm going to record purchases. Okay, so out of purchases I'm going to deduct return outwards, that is our purchase return. Then I will record carriage inwards. Okay, so then I'm going to record what, wages. Okay, so same after doing all the record all the entries on the debit side, I'm going towards a credit side, that is the right side. So first I will record a sales. Okay, so from out of sales I'm going to deduct a sales return, that is return inwards. So after deducting the return inwards from the sales, I'm going to record closing stock. Okay, so how this is a flow of trading account will be done. Hope you guys clear with the trading account. Okay, so in today's class what all things we have discussed. First we have understood the meaning of sales. When I say the sales is nothing but total sales. It includes cash sales plus credit sales. Okay, and we need to deduct if any kind of sales return will be there or return inwards will be there, so that has to be deducted from the total sales. Okay, so then we have discussed closing stock. Closing stock is nothing but it is the unsold goods. Okay, in short, try to understand closing stock is nothing but unsold goods in the godown or shop and on the last date of accounting period. Whatever the unsold goods will be there in our business, that will be treated as a closing stock. Then we have studied a simple problems of trading account theoretically. We have not solved any kind of problem, but in upcoming classes we are going to solve the problems on the trading accounts. Okay, hope you clear.